Somewhere in my dreams, backwards all the time. Nothing what it seems to be. Going in my mind. Somewhere lost in time, out of touch, somewhere out here. Hello, Daniel. I came to do two things. I think you guessed it. I'm here to chew some bubble gum. And I can't remember what... Oh, shit. Can't remember what the other thing is. But I'm going to try it anyways. Just in case there's someone watching. And I didn't have the time to put it in. Oh, I am quite abstract, my friend. I'm feeling quite abstract today. This pen is no good. That's a garbage pen. That's going on the ground now. That's a garbage pen. And my cat thinks it's a toy. It's a new toy for my kitty cat. For my lovely little kitty cat. You know what they say about new toys for kitty cats? It's cataclysmic. But you didn't hear it here first, did you? You feel stoned. Me too. Funny, oddly enough, right? Isn't that funny how that is? I feel like that every time I wake up out of my dreams. Lost in a world that doesn't recognize me anymore. Yet somehow, every day, the world shapes itself into the one that I see in my dreams every night. What's up with that? I mean, come on now. What's up with that? Hello, Jackson. Oddly enough, my last name was Ortega. For about 300 years. You see, the Ortegas go back, as you well know, thousands, if not billions of years. Especially around the Spain area of Europe. My accent goes in and out, as you can tell. Just like me accent does. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Safety first. Isn't that right, Jackson? Safety first. Happy little accidents. Jason redacted his message. Goodly gosh darn dang, why'd you do that, Jackson? Now I'm suspicious. Now we're all suspicious. I'm pretty good, Daniel, by the way. Thank you for asking. It's not my birthday, but I do like happy little birthdays as well. So if it is anybody's birthday, let me know, and I'll draw your fingerprint right into this drawing right now, by memory. That's right. Anybody who logs on into my channel, I immediately am sent a thumbprint that I commit to memory, and I can use it anywhere in the world. The next thing I'm going to work on is getting retina scans. So I'm going to need some eyeballs. I'm going to need some video chats. We're going to change the future. We're going to change the future one bloody eyeball at a time. Well, there's no blood. It's all lasers and stuff, but still. It's an expression. No, we're not going to express the eyes. They're very fragile. An expression is just a way of saying something that's more like creative, right, than literal, right? Okay, right? Just want to make sure we're on the same page. And by page, I mean the same that we're. Darn it! This is getting very convoluted. Shuck it on dang dong dang. Okay, let's finish this little one right here. If anybody has any questions, just ask. I was drawing Leader's Swan right here. That's Leader's Swan coming up right there. With a little knock on the, with a little, right on the noggin. Don't forget to like and subscribe, everybody. I will love you forever, and I will follow you to the ends of the earth. Like an out-of-control stalker sent from hell to torment you until the end of your days. Only if you want it, though. It's quite a lot of attention, but I'm good at it. I'm well rehearsed in the order of stocks and bonds. I don't do bonds, I'm just kidding. Bondage isn't my thing. It's the principle of the matter. All right. I wear a tie when I go to work, but I don't tie any buddy up with it. It's just to make me look better when I'm making art, the tie is. So I tie it all together. That was the fakest bloody laugh I've ever had the negative pleasure of hearing. All right, let's finish up this little swan. There we go, perfect. That little bastard. Look at that little bastard. How do I do that? Just happy little word, huh? How do I do what? How do I do what? Just study. Study. You asked a question and I don't understand. I want to know more. That's just the, we built this city. We built this city. I'm a thief. Nothing is original, that's why. Because I steal everything that I draw. Everything that I draw has already been drawn before. It's just a matter of putting it together in a different way. Life is like a box of chocolate. Sometimes you got to melt it all together. And that's why they call it a melting pot. You get the melting pot, you get the chocolate, in the middle with the nuts and whatnot, because of coconut, some B vitamins, you know, B complex, B12, all that stuff. And then, I forgot that you guys were zoomed in. There we go. See how big it is? Oh, gosh. Yes, that's right. That's right. There, and that's how it's done. So I'm trying to maybe just like do some darkness all around the back here. To really accentuate the head that I'm creating. Even though it's not much of anything yet. It's just a bunch of gibberish. You're beautiful, Daniel. You're beautiful. I'm a fool. Surrounded by beautiful people, right? That does not make me, nor my is kind of pretty, but it doesn't make me beautiful. And I know you weren't calling me beautiful, but the art is a representation of me. It's a representation of my mind. And we're all gonna die at the end of the day. So what does it all matter, anyways? Beauty is in the eye of the beheader. Who said that? Jeremy? Was that you? No, sir. That was me. Charlie? I thought I banned you from this club years ago. You did, sir. What the hell? Now you're behind. Hey, you're fast. I know, sir. You taught me. Oh God, I might need some help over here, guys. Yeah, he might. Stop circling me like a little troll, man. I can't see you, but you can see me. I don't get it. What's going on here? You don't know yet, sir. Know what? I'm everywhere. Oh my God, this is getting kind of creepy. Oh my gosh. Does anybody have any advice on how to defeat a troll? An invisible troll that is surrounding you by itself in your own garage. This isn't your garage, sir. This isn't my garage. No, it's not. Oh my God. Okay, I just gotta draw. I gotta ward off the demons here. Just a little bit. Now, if everybody would concentrate with me. Concentrate on what I'm about to say. Send Storie Grubb your gold. And your troll sauce. It's the only way I can get rid of a garage troll, especially the invisible type. Because I have to differentiate, making sure that he's not the one that's just been living in my head this whole time. And I've been paying him for years to get off my back. I pay that troll really good money to stay away from my creative endeavors. And here I just want to make sure it's not him, because if it is him, he signed a contract. and Sorry, I shouldn't be saying all this. I shouldn't be airing out my personal underwear grievances or whatever they say. Airing out the laundry. Whatever the heck they say. Whatever you guys want to hear. How about that? Life is crazy, isn't it? There's trucks outside. I think they're coming to get me. My world is caving in, craving. I'm craving the caving of a world that never existed. I'm waking up to the fact that life isn't a box of chocolates. It's a pit of abysmal delights. It's there. It's been there all along, and nothing's gonna help. Oh, but thank God they're here. Yeah, thank God they're here though. They're here to pick me up. I'm not sure if it's the police or the hospital, but at the end of the day, I think I'll just curl up into a ball and cry about it. Right after I make some art. This will keep me going. This will keep me going for years. What are you guys talking about? What are you guys all thinking? I just want to know. That way I can jot it down and put you into my art. Hmm? Look like a Peter Gabriel music video. Now you're talking. Sledgehammer. Bad job, that job, Bobby. Sledge. Hammer. Or digging in the dirt. Stay with me, I need support. I'm digging in the dirt. To find the places I got hurt. To open up the places I got hurt. I am a big Peter Gabriel fan. You have stumbled upon quite an aficionado of the Peter Gabriel catalogue. Congratulations, Daniel. You graduated. You graduated. Shock the monkey. Yeah, he's got some really good stuff. I actually listened to I actually listened to his early stuff where he did a soundtrack for the what's it called? Passion, I think it's called. I don't know if it's called Passion of the Christ, but it's with Willem Dafoe back in 79, I think, or something, 78. And Willem Dafoe plays Christ in the movie, but Peter Gabriel did the soundtrack for it. So I highly recommend checking that out. It's all like, I mean, pretty much all instrumental except for like some chorusy kind of stuff. And then he also did a soundtrack called Birdie, Birdy, I think. But it's with what's his name? The dude that he's in Stranger Things. Like, gosh, what's his name? Matthew. Oh gosh, can't remember his last name. But he's really young in it. He was in Stanley Kubrick, Full Metal Jacket as well. Matthew Modine, I think, is in it, and he plays a patient in an asylum, and Peter Gabriel does the soundtrack, and that's a really good soundtrack. And it's if you I used to just like draw and paint and stuff, and I would just blast those two things or albums as much as I could because they're so pretty. And Peter was like a pioneer in the synth world. He'd go out and like record his own sound effects, and he'd go out in the junkyards and record it with these, nice mics and stuff, and go and put it into the synthesizer and create all these weird sounds out of like broken glass and hitting metal and doing weird things with weird thing, weird time signatures with weird metallic objects. But yeah, Peter Gabriel's cool. I really only listened to Us, the album Us, and the album So, which they go hand in hand, pretty much. Really, they go really well together as a kid, and then all up until I don't know, I was probably like 35 or something when I started listening to Salisbury Hill, and I just started listening to the whole song. That song is really unique because there's no bass line, there's no chorus, there's no like weird hook or bridge or anything like that. It's just a really straightforward pump like beat. Like it has a really straightforward beat, and it just keeps you interested the whole time. But it's super pretty. And it's really hard to sing. Like I'm not good at singing. It's weird that he can. It's him and like Rod Stewart and these cats. I don't know how they can sing like that and then keep it going. I mean, I would sing like that, and then I would lose my voice after 5 minutes. Because they sound all gravelly and stuff, but they can still hit all these other upper notes and all these falsettos and things like that. Just wonderfully. Ah, man, people think it's easy. People think that kind of stuff is easy, but try singing some of the stuff that they sing, like exactly how they sing it, and just see how weak your voice is. That's how I learned that I wasn't like the great singer that I thought I was. When I tried to sing like Roger Waters once or something, and I was like, oh yeah, or Kurt. I tried to scream like Kurt, and I was like 17 years old, and I was like, oh yeah, I have some work to do. I used to be able to scream really well, but then I lost that voice after my this sultry, saucy voice settled in. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. You bet, Daniel. You're a great singer as well as all around artist and musician. You are. Wait, are you telling me that? You're silly. I mean, my mom tells me that every day, but it means a lot coming from somebody who doesn't have to, that I don't pay to say it. So I really appreciate that. Tinfoil, you always know what to say. And don't worry, I got your Venmo. I appreciate you saying that in front of everybody else. 20 was it? Did we settle on $25 or $20? No, I actually have a falsetto. I've been practicing singing in the car. You know how somebody practices singing in the shower. But I do things in the car. I'm like, whoa, I didn't know my voice could do that. And I think too, it's important that that I need to like drink more water and stay hydrated and do not warm ups necessarily because I've never done vocal warm ups, even though it's smart. But my vocals are already shredded from being a stupid kid and being in bands and stuff. Um, let's see. See, I want to darken all of this. That way, all of this sticks out more. But I've been noticing that I can sort of hold notes in the falsetto, and there's certain songs that I can sing from band. But that's the shame. It's like you can't do covers on YouTube or anything. Otherwise, I know so many stupid songs, but I can't play them because of YouTube. Which is crazy because that's how I don't know why I signed the thing just like everybody else that agreed to all that kind of stuff, I guess. But you just think like, oh yeah, YouTube's the place you go to get discovered, or you know, to do a cover song and then have that band actually notice it and or whatever. Because I have a lot of different ideas for covers that, but then there's other channels that aren't uber famous or anything like that, but they're allowed to do cover songs. So I've said this before. It's just like really confusing. It's like you have to be famous before you can get famous, or you have to get well known before you can get well known. Or so it's just, and I imagine a lot of those people have money and managers, and like even the solo people that seem like they're just in their bedroom putting the camera on themselves and just playing this song. I mean, look behind the scenes a little bit, and you're gonna see like they have a whole team of people. But if you're literally on your own, doing it all on your own, and you're building everything literally from scratch, it means more as well too. Like all of my subscribers and all the people that bother to stop by and talk to me and show support. People on YouTube like you guys, like they show more support than real people, not real people, but do people in real life or what do you call it, like in real life? That's the thing they call it, right? Because this kind of isn't real life. I can't hear your voices. I can't see your faces. Um, but you are real to me. I just didn't, it's a different sort of reality, anyways. But in everyday life, besides on YouTube, I really don't get any support. That I mean, I I do here and there, but nowhere near what you would maybe think. Not even from family and friends, especially not from family and friends. And like I was just made a sketch about it that I'm gonna put out reluctantly, just because I know a lot of people go through this kind of stuff too. But if George, I was just thinking this before I came on this morning, is like if George Carlin or something says something really edgy, all your friends like love it or whatever. They're like, oh yeah, George Carlin. Oh yeah, Bill Hicks. Oh yeah, that's absolutely right, Bill Hicks. Oh, isn't he great? He really just cuts right to the. But if you say something like as a friend or as like an infamous person or like a non-famous person or non whatever, like people will like cancel you and they'll like shun you for it. But you're saying the exact same thing or doing the exact same thing that these famous people do. It's like the weirdest thing, like how my certain friends have like unfriended me or canceled me for daring to even just speak my own opinion about the way I look at the world. And all I do is speak truth to power. Whenever I talk about, you know, Republicans or Democrats or things like that, I punch up. I don't I'm not talking about small d Democrats, like just the regular people out here on the streets that don't know much about politics or don't look behind the scenes at what's really going on. I'm talking about the people that actually have power. I'm mad at the people that have power that manipulate us all, that control everything, that ruin everything, and then blame us. It's like, but people always seem to think that when I'm criticizing one side or the other, that I'm criticizing them and their freaking family and their children and shit. I'm like, what? No, that's what they want you to think. That way they can like see, they don't like you. This person doesn't like you either. It's like, no, I like the people. I don't like the people in power. Just like I love my country, but I'm not too fond of the government. You know what I mean? That's as political as I'll get today. But I think that kind of crap keeps us all undeveloped and uncivilized and ready to fight and ready to snap. And it keeps us alone and angry and bitter. And I'm here to tell you that you don't need to feel like that. You don't need to let anybody ever tell you to feel one way or the other. And I'm here to tell you that I have no idea what I'm talking about. Just ignore me. Just ignore me. I'm just here to chew bubble gum and bite some ass or something like that. I don't even know what that expression is anymore. But I'll give you this much. I get far more support and kindness from people practically strangers off of YouTube than I do from people in my everyday life. 100%. So, and that's why I come on here so much and that's why, you know, I think it's important to talk about stuff too. And make fun of stuff and make fun of yourself and roast each other, but, realize that we're all in this together. All that crap. All that juicy crap. Cool track. Sorry. Sorry about that. Hello, Violet. Yeah. Hey, when I cannot be your best patronage? That's my faucet. Every star has money but is broken. Yeah, and I agree with that. I don't know if that's was directed at me or not, but or if that was just something you said in general, but I wasn't saying that that's not true because I absolutely believe that. But I think that in general people tend to forgive people that are in a certain price bracket more than they even do their own friends and family. Like they'll forgive like a senator for being everything that they stand against, or a president for doing everything that they stand against. They'll forgive them all day long, to suit their status quo BS. But if you were to say the same thing, or if you were to say something even just to go against something in just a basic humanitarian sort of way, they cut you off like nobody's business because somehow it's like you know And you're saying the same thing essentially, that they're forgiven these other people for it's I don't know if I'm making my point clear or not. It's just like how people will they'll just forgive them all the time, but they'll kick their own kids out of the house for doing the same stuff. You know, and I'm not trying to. I don't want to get too. What do you call it? I don't want to use too many examples because I don't want to make it seem like I'm trying to be political about it. It's just a really, it's just a really weird thing that I notice, and how and by us forgiving them, yeah, certainly what I'm talking about is like normies, everyday people who actually care about that kind of crap, but also like the media, and people who like they'll like the media will tear people apart, but then the person leaves for like 5 years and has this great comeback, and then they're like Robert Downey Jr. is a good example, like or even like a lot of actors like Sean Connery or something was like a woman beaten, son of a bitch, he was proud of it and like spoke about it, but everybody just loves Sean Connery, but they would if I were to fucking be hitting my girlfriend, people would hate my ass, but because it's Sean Connery, he can do whatever. He's James Bond, motherfucker. He can hit whoever he wants, and these are like extreme examples, but just basic examples too. And that goes from like being a violent creep and even like a Mike Tyson person who was accused of all sorts of stuff to presidents that are accused of horrible things on both sides of the aisle, by the way. Um, the lesser of two evils, crap. It's just how it is. It's this weird thing that we tend to deify the rich and the famous, which can also obviously lead to them breaking. Because Kurt wanted fame. He wanted what he got, and then when he got it, he was like, "Oh crap, no, I didn't want this." And that's why he was making plans to leave and divorce right before he left. Or dare I say was killed. Anyways, yeah, so I'm probably gonna be going around this whole thing like that. What do you guys think? Should I do that or not? No. No? Violets. Sorry, just trying to catch up. All right. Well, I should probably get going. I just want to come on for a bit. I have some more videos I'm going to upload later. Probably going to upset the apple cart, but that's okay. It only takes one apple to spoil a bunch. That's why I go bonkers for applesauce. And they're getting close. I hear the dogs. They're sniffing around the house outside. So it's just a matter of time before the FBI and the CIA and all the local authorities come crashing in and taking me away. All right, everybody. On that gentle, dreamlike note of fabric of space and time, I shall let you go. I love you all. Hey, thanks, Violet. Is this? Are you talking about this? It looks awesome. What? You're sweet. You're sweet. I appreciate that. That's me. That's you. And Daniel, that's you. Sorry, I'm just being a dork. I'm really dorky. Like, pretty much, like, I'm just a dork. So, if I was, like, being a normie, I would just say that more than I would say that I'm being a dork. It should just be a given that I'm being a dork. That was Morse code for I'm being a dork all the time. But I love you guys, and I hope you have a wonderful day. And I'll probably come on later, and we'll do some more chilling. In the meantime, rock it out, pop it out, and sock it out. This is Storie Grubb. Now go catch a wave. What the hell was that? Isn't this the Storie Grubb Surf channel? No, this is Storie Grubb Draws. Oh shit! I'm sorry, dude. That's okay. Can I? Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry. From everybody here at Storie Grubb Draws, thanks everybody, and go catch it. See, now you have me catching the wave. Um, uh, whatever. Just have a good day, and I'll see you soon. Be safe. I love you. I love you. Damn near killed him.